All right, folks, welcome, welcome, welcome. Wanted to be able to go over the system so you can get started right away. It's very important that you get started and you get started the right way. The reason why most people don't succeed in relationship marketing is because they don't have a system to adhere to. So I'm going to go ahead and share this with you, and hopefully all you need to do is just duplicate this information down through the people that you sponsor so that you can build a team that is duplicatable. Again, my name is Rodney Roach. I make my home right outside of the DC area in a city called Dunkirk, Maryland. I represent the union, and the union simply stands for growing and producing leaders and providing a landing pad for those who truly want to grow and network a team. So I'm introducing the system, and the system acronym simply means save yourself time, energy, and money. So let's go ahead and get started with the system. So what you want to do is just recognize that the importance of having a system is not that you don't know everything, but the fact is you don't want to be the one that knows everything. You want to be able to leverage the information. And so that's the important part of that. And as we go on, you'll notice I got a picture up here of a baseball diamond. And I want you to understand, it says up there at the top, bases loaded. You want to be able to get the bases loaded. The main objective in a baseball diamond is to get people on base and to bring them home. So keep that analogy in mind as we're going through this brief training. And this training is basically here just to get you started. We have events that's going to be coming to your local area and webinar trainings that will dive a whole lot deeper into this. So just pay attention to the basics that we are sharing tonight. And so the first thing you want to do is utilize what we call the 5 Ps. And so the 5 Ps starts as first, prospect, meaning your business is not gold with carrot bars. Your business is not cryptocurrency, it's people. And so recognizing first that the inventory that you want to have is people. And so you want to put yourself in a position to start getting your list together of prospects. Next in the 5 Ps is peaking and passing. So you want to be able to pique interest, say as little as possible, get the information or the video link out to someone, and then just pass them. The next thing in the 5 Ps is present. So we'll get them to a presentation, right? And then after that, you want to get them plugged in to everything that's going on. And then lastly, we like to get people promoted based off of the efforts that they're putting out. So let's start talking about prospect. Prospecting is something that you do while you're out. It's not something you do or go out intentionally to do. You're going to be going out daily, whether it's going to work, whether it's going to a restaurant, whether it's going to a variety of different places. So while you're out, what you simply want to do is just start prospect. And so how do you do that? You'll say some things to just pique interest. And we'll dive into that a little later. But initially what you want to do is go through your phone. You probably got a numerous amount of contacts. Don't start thinking about who will and who won't do it, because the people that you think will, won't, and the people that you think won't, will. That's just how this works. And so what you simply want to do is just start filling out your list of prospects. You want to fill out about 100, right? If you got a phone, chances are in your contacts, you got more than 100 people there. And I'd say, who are your top 5? List your top 5 people that you really want to get to first. And so that's the home plate. And then next, we want to talk a little bit more on the list, right? And so when it comes to doing the list, and I got up here 10 to 50 people that but really, we raised that to about 100. But just kind of gives you a memory jogger. Who are your 5 closest friends? Who are 5 family members, 5 neighbors, 5 church members that you've been going to the same church for a little while, and you do know at least 5 church members, that you can reach out to. What about 5 coworkers? Who do you know that has 2 jobs? Who just retired and realized that, what, I just retired, I'm in my golden years, not sure if I'm going to have enough money to maintain my current lifestyle, right? And who just had a newborn baby? So hopefully this gives you a little bit of a memory jogger so that you can start to write down some of the folks on your list. And here's the list. We call it a Gladiators Club form. And what you want to do is get with the person that sponsored you, make sure they have a copy of this as well. And so fill out 2 of these. This is real simple. All you really want to do initially is just get the name, telephone number, and the date that you spoke with that person. But fill that all the way out. I'm going to talk to you later as to why it's important to fill this out. And we're going to talk also about the middle section and the top section. But for right now, let's just make sure we're going over the top 50. So I have 2 of these filled out. And so now, you got the person or the prospect on the first base. Onto a home plate. And now you want to be able to peek and pass them to first base. So, how do you really do that? Well, let's talk about that. You want to pique interest and then pass them to the video link. A great one is therealmoney.info, listed right here at the bottom. The key thing is you want to pass them to something or someone other than yourself. Now, why do you want to do that? 1, it's duplicatable. And number 2, folks know you as who you are. So if you're an auto mechanic and you do that well, now you want to share some information on how they can get a gold savings account or gold back crypto, they're kind of looking at you strange because you're out of your lane. And so all you want to do is pique interest. Here's some examples. Do you have a gold savings account? First thing somebody's going to say is, what's that? Do you have a savings vehicle that outpaces inflation? Well, I just have a traditional savings or a traditional 401k or TSP, right? And here's a great one. Guess what I found out? Everybody's going to say, what's that? And so what you want to do is be able to pass them to a video link and see, once you ask a person, guess what I found out? And be like, well, what you found out? I found a way that I can put some money aside for a strong investment in gold later. You didn't say but much. But listen, what I really want to do, I just started. I don't want to mess this up. There's a dynamic video that I really need you to take a look at. And then you send them to realmoney.info. But you want to say as little as possible and get them to the information, and then let your expert, when you follow back up, answer all their questions. So piquing the interest. You have a gold savings account? No. What's that? Well, listen, let me share this information with you. It may or may not be for you, but I know for my family, it's something I'm looking forward to. So let me send you this link. These are people that you know. I don't want to mess it up. Can you tell me about it? I don't want to mess it up. So let me send you this link, or you can just simply say I was instructed not to say anything or give out any information. So I need to make sure that I don't mess this up. Let me send you the link. And that's what you simply do. Now you got the person on the first base, because they're now looking at the video. And so now you follow back up with them, and I always tell them, while I'm doing it, take a look at this link. There's a few videos on there. I just need you to take a look at the first video and the third video. It's a collection of about 10 minutes of time, and then I'll follow back up with you to see what you like about what you saw. And so now you followed up with them, had an opportunity to look at the video. Yeah, I had an opportunity to look at the video, but I got some questions. Great. Hold on. Let me get my expert on the phone. But before you do that, you're always going to edify the expert. This gentleman I'm about to get you on the line with knows 110% of the information. He loves helping people. He's building a monster organization. He's also one of the top money earners in the company. But what I really like about him is he loves to have a bunch of fun. Hold on while I get him on the line. So somebody said, wait a minute. You just say, hold on while I get them on the line. Click, even while they're talking. Right? And so now your expert who's doing that three-way call is going to get them to additional information, if they're not ready to proceed. Your job is now to go back to home plate, get the next person on there, right, and peek and pass them to first base. Let your expert do all the heavy work. And so now your expert is passing them to a freedom call, a power call, another webinar, a live event in the area, right? Some YouTube videos, whatever they need to satisfy the hunger or the thirst that they have for more information if necessary. So that's your second base. Now, third base, after they've looked at that information, again, we're following back up with them. Are you ready to move forward? Do you see an opportunity for yourself? This is what your expert is doing. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You get them enrolled, and then we plug them into fast track training. We also have that listed on the Wealth Builders website. You can also have them watch this particular video here. And then make sure that not only are they registered with the wealthbuildersworldwide.net training site, but you've also added them to the Facebook groups. It's two important groups, Wealth Builders Worldwide and the Union, which is our direct team. We also have other trainings and things of that nature that we'll be plugging them into our team calls. And it's very, very important once they enroll that you get them a welcome letter, which is listed in the training site, wealthbuildersworldwide.com. You can just copy and paste it, add your name to it, attach the Gladiators Club form, which is that list form that I just went over with. And now you've done the perfect process on getting your team to start duplicating. And so now the whole objective is now to get them to home plate. You want to get the person from first, second, third. Now your bases are loaded. But guess what? If somebody doesn't look at the information on second base in regards to more information, you know what? Let them fall off the base, because you already got somebody on first base and somebody at home plate that needs to get on first and second base. And so the great part about this is that you're allowing the system to work for you instead of you working on the system. And so now the whole goal is to get them home. And you get them from third base to home through promotion. We help this affiliate to save gold, acquire their business package, right? We show them how they get dual team qualified. We show them how they duplicate the system and how they can really start working on their free upgrade. And what is a free upgrade? Meaning for the first 5 weeks, you have the opportunity to upgrade for free just by getting 5 people to enroll at your package level or higher, and you'll get upgraded for free. I mean, that's powerful how the company does that, isn't it? And so, again, if you can imagine this in your head, the bases are now loaded, and the objective is to get them home so that you can continuously build your team. And so you want to systematically do this every single time. Don't deviate from it. I don't care how much you know or how much you've learned. It's not about you, it's what you can duplicate. And so this what this is all about right here. And so with that being said, I just wanted to do something short on our system. We have detailed information on the system as we go into more in-depth training. But this right here will get you started and you'll be able to share it with the next person. So with that being said, my name is Rodney Roach. Welcome to the team. Utilize this system. And guess what? You're going to go a long way. You can reach out to myself or other leaders, and we'll be more than happy to help you with your three-way calls and build your business. Again, the union is proud to have you, and we look forward to growing together. Have an outstanding day.